Alright, let's take a look at the Sulfur Cube. Latest mob added to Minecraft. They absorb blocks when you right click on them, but they'll also pick up loose blocks that are on the ground. So you don't have to click them. There, hold on. So if we push this guy into that log, or, oh, there you go, he just walked right into the log and absorbed it. I thought that was kind of interesting. One of the first things I tried to make was a Newton's cradle. Didn't really have any success. Couldn't find a configuration that worked where they kept hitting each other. But this led to this, which is really cool, guys. This has been going for a few hours now. Never stops moving. It gets to a point where it looks like they're all going to line up and stop moving, and then they start again, and it keeps going and going. I just have the light blocks in there, but you could do this with any of the blocks. Doesn't matter. They'll just keep moving. Thought that was really cool. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see? So maybe different blocks would get us different different patterns, maybe? I don't know. It seems to be going the same. But thought this was cool. And if you don't want to stare at the creepy faces, just have them face the other way. And it looks pretty neat with lights. Like, they don't really give off light, but you can see the glow at least, you know. Just cool decoration there. They do produce silverfish when damaged by tridents. Oh, okay. Well, he snuck right out of there. Interesting. Get some guy like it. There we go. Maybe it's because it's a log and he's bouncing around too much. But let's see. This should work. He will start producing fish. Maybe he's not down far enough. Was producing fish earlier, guys. Here we go. You know what? Let's try a different block. So you can shear them to remove the block that is in there. Then he goes back to a normal cube. Is he not moving at all? He's stuck in there? Oh, he sucked up the log again right away. Okay, there we go. So let's give him shroom light. That's a little bit less bouncy. Throw a couple tridents in there. Splash them. And let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Now he's not bouncing. There we go. Now we're getting fish. So that's 2 tridents, 1 cube. And you're getting fish, guys. You know, you don't have to use armadillos or allays. And if you've been following my channel, you see I do this with wardens. So if you're afraid of doing it with wardens, or if there's no deep dark around, you know, we can use these guys for XP farms now. I don't know about rates exactly, you know. We might need a bunch of tridents or multiple cubes in the same kill chamber, maybe. Doesn't seem to work with cactus, though. They're not taking damage from the cactus when they're in it. But when they don't have a block, they do take damage from the cactus, and they'll die. Sad. So that's what I got so far, guys, for that part of it. But we're not done yet. Let's go see what some wind charges will do to these guys, because this got interesting really fast, guys. Alright. So, a block like a shroom light, they barely move when you hit them. Okay? See that? Barely moving. So you can actually get them into certain spots pretty easily like this, because they barely move. There you go. Got him lined up, and boom. So, what's that, like 10 blocks? Nothing, right? If I walk into here, I'm getting launched up pretty high, right? So, this physics that they acquire from the different blocks, it affects their flight too with these, right? With wind charges. So, let's see what happens when we use a really bouncy block, guys. Like a log. Let's look. A log, a normal hit, boom. It floats and it ricochets like crazy. Like, watch, let's get him out into the trees over here. He'll just start bouncing around and going, bouncing off trees. He's still going from that one hit, guys. This is with logs, right? Where did it go? He's gone. He's just ricocheting all the way out there. Look at this. That's so goofy. It's gonna make for so many fun games, you know, like football games and soccer and tennis or whatever. But let's see what happens when you wind charge launch one of these guys that has a log in him. Okay. He's kind of bouncy. Hold on, this is a little bug. Or I don't know if this is intended or not, but if you put a block in them when they're bouncing, they get stuck in this bounce. So we have to shear the block, put it back in them. Now, okay, let's see if we could push him into this corner slow enough that he falls in the hole. It doesn't take us with him. Here we go. Boom. Gone into orbit. Into orbit, guys. It was so fast that it froze here for a second, and the game couldn't even decide how to render it for us, so it just made it vanish. And I did this a few times. I flew up to 10,000 blocks, and I could not see this thing ever. I don't know where it went, what happened to it. I've launched like 5 or 6 of them, and they never fell back down. So, those cubes are up in space, guys. I think they left orbit, they left the planet, and we'll never see them again. Oh, that's gonna, I don't know if that's intended. They might fix that. That's crazy. And the last thing, guys, that I thought of doing with these, you know, I have a pet warden on a couple realms. Actually, we have pet wardens, and they could use toys. The wardens get kind of bored in their pens, right? So why don't we give this thing something to do, guys? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Just imagine this in your pet warden's enclosure, and he's just running around with his toy, his ball, just bouncing off the walls. But sadly, after a little while, the warden gets a little too upset, and he blasts it with his sonic beam, and that will kill them. They're not completely invulnerable. I think they do take magic damage. They do take harming potion damage. Where's my harming potion? Here we go. If we hit him with the harming potion, he will die and split into the smaller cubes. And if he gets hit with the warden's blast. So I don't know if that's a range thing. Maybe sometimes the warden will blast him if he gets a little too far away. But right now he seems to be stuck in melee mode. And my pet warden has a toy. Stay tuned, guys. This is just what I figured out the first couple hours. Comment your ideas, and you know, we'll make the tests happen. We'll see what we can do. But I got a feeling we're gonna have a lot of fun with these little sulfur cubes. See you next time.